What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Fear Doc coming at you with another reaction. Today I'm gonna be reacting to Akala Fire in the Booth Part 1. I typed Akala Fire in the Booth and a whole bunch of came out, so eventually I'm gonna get through all of them. But I'm gonna do the first one. So this was suggested and requested, so let's get straight to it. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
I know you gonna dig this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo. Okay. Yo.
I like you.
Alright, let's see what you got. Let's see what's all the hype.
Up on a door in a single parent family. Been through a little bit of tragedy. Yes, I was around drugs and violence before the day that I started secondary. That's part of it, not half of it. Get the picture, the rest ain't necessary. Growing up, got a little caught up. That ain't even half of my life. Also given the knowledge of self, that is all we actually need to survive. If you saw me, age 9, reading Malcolm, just fine. Teachers still treated me stupid. Students that couldn't speak English, they put me in groups with. The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called youngsters. Are you ready?
Oh shit, my bad.
The irony is, some of the first man to give me schooling, you were called youngsters. I already explained that we know what the truth is. They used to say, don't be like me. Yeah, I got a name and dough on the street. Nighttime comes, I can't sleep. It's the part that rappers don't speak. We don't hit the road cause we're thugs. Don't come out the room, wanna sell drugs. If we got the right guidance and love, would we fight people just like us? How could I knock the hustle to get by? How do you think I ate as a child? Judge no one, done many things wrong. Just don't boast about it in songs, but listen to my older bars. I was just as confused as you probably are, but you grow when you learn. Travel and cut, one too many man, you know, get caught up. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life boxed up.
So it's been like a minute and 12 seconds, and so far he's not bar heavy or not any bars, really. But it's not a bad thing, cause so far the style the image I'm getting from him is that he's more of a sharing knowledge, speaking knowledge, wisdom, obviously reality. So that's what I'm getting from him right now. Right now he just said something about everybody was. It's a lot that could be doctors, but instead they're stuck in a box. So maybe like he's talking about jail. They end up doing some some nonsense stuff. End up in jail, which this pretty much I think what you're saying. Like a lot of them have that potential, the talent to be doctors, but then they go the other direction. Pretty much what I'm getting from it. So let's continue listening to this guy and see.
Travel, cut, one too many man, get caught up. One too many man that could have been doctors, end up spending the whole life boxed up. You learn if you study, so set out just to make them money. No cover, it's all about getting poor people to fight with one another. So it's logical that us killing our brothers, dissing our mothers is right in line with the dominant philosophy of our time. But time is a cycle, not a line. Comes back around, you regain your mind. You be ready for the energy I challenge in my rhyme. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy your mind when the world's this left.
He said remedy and pedigree that jeopardize your mind.
Dominant philosophy of our time, but time is a cycle, not a line. Comes back around, you regain your mind. You be ready for the energy I challenge in my rhyme. Remedy the pedigree, the jeopardy your mind when the world's this leverage is a crime. We can all fight with our brothers over crumbs. Harder to fight the one who makes guns. We can all talk get $2. Harder to be the one who seeks knowledge. If we understood economics with no money's nothing, think nothing of it. Money is a means to get wealth, not the wealth itself. And don't get confused, far from broke. All that you see me do I own, but I won't hang what I make around my neck. I know from where that the diamonds came, but I do literally own a library that definitely costs more than your chain. And businesses and property, far from starving. I eat quite properly and I don't care. Just said it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know what asset from a liability. They've never been shown or told the difference, so they don't change situation.
So he's not bar heavy. He's definitely that type is sharing his knowledge, spreading wisdom. To me, the way he's rapping and the image that I get from him in my head, it's like a teacher. For example, like kids, teenagers, whatever, that they get bored easy, don't pay attention. He seemed like the type that will put like a beat and start rapping like history or knowledge, wisdom, whatever, anything to catch the attention. And doing it this way obviously is fire because the beat is fire, his flow is good, so it's not like boring. And what he's saying is interesting. It's I'm just curious what he's gonna say next. So to me, that's what I picture him as, like a teacher to just start rapping, teaching, preaching or teaching like the subject that he's trying to teach. That's what I get the image from, the way he's rapping right now, like the knowledge he's trying to spit out. Share.
Properly, and I don't care. Just said it for the kids who need to know you're not broke to listen. Don't know an asset from a liability. They've never been shown nor told the difference, so they don't change situation. Richest man in Britain is Asian. That's significant, not coincidence. Asian people build businesses not by flossing, going out shopping, giving up the culture for everyone's profit. Who runs Bollywood? Indian people. Who runs our ish? So we shake our ass and dance as if racism just up to vanish. But has it? No, it's right on course. You're beaten so bad you're trained to ignore. Let me not just make sweeping statements. Give me a second, I'll explain it. For small amounts of drug possession, there's more black people in jail in America than there is for rape and armed robbery and murder all put together. You can say they're just locking up thugs. Imagine in prison every middle class kid that had ever held drugs. Oh, that's right, that'd be your kids. Bigger than that, what is going on with this? Prison in America's private business. They get paid 50k per year per inmate by the state. Just wait, also legally are allowed to use their prison inmates as slaves. Cheap slave labor, big corporations, they come out of jail when they can't get a job. So when we celebrate going to jail, we are literally celebrating enslavement. Add to that, the hood that you live in. Engineered social condition that breeds crime by design. Where do you think you get your... And you can say that they're just black, but I like to deal with facts. In the 1920s, you would have found in America black towns, prospering centers of economics to education to make you proud. But some people couldn't bear that the former slaves would not just slide down to the KKK and other hate groups. Burn those towns to the ground, killing hundreds if it ain't understood. You think you were always living in the hood? It's only been 60 years since the hung blacks and burned them, and that was so cool. They were your baskets, picnic baskets, even gave kids the day off school. Go see a lynching, have a picnic, it's fun to watch the little monkeys die. And people act a little dysfunctional. You wanna pretend that you don't know why. If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the...
So see, that's exactly what he is. He is spreading nothing but wisdom and knowledge. He's spitting pretty much nothing but facts. It's not like he's just making up shit. It's stuff that he knows, he read, he knows of. You know, the reality, you know.
Why? If your colour means you can be killed and you're powerless to get justice about it, is it difficult to figure out how you would then end up feeling about it? And that ain't excuses, just dealing with the roots of abuses that make a reality where a generation of young men speak of ourselves as dirt casually. That's America, this Britain. Something similar, some different. In this country, the first enslaved were the working class. What's changed? Worse jobs, worse conditions, most tax. Look where you live and yet you go to the pub. Friday night you will fight with a guy, don't know what for, won't fight with a guy. Shooting a tight who send your kids to die in a war. They don't send you to the rich or the politician. It's your kids, the poor British, get the same to go and die in a foreign land for these wars that you don't understand. Yeah, they say you are British and that lovely patriotism they feed you, but in reality you have more in common with immigrants than with your leaders. I know both sides of my family, black and white, are fed ghetto mentality, reality in this system. Poor people are dirt regardless of shade. But with that said, let's not pretend that everything is the same. When our grandparents came here to Britain, if you had a criminal record you couldn't get in. That ain't protecting from all of the stupid abuses they will be living. Kicked in the teeth, stabbed in the street, many times firebombed our houses, put feces through our letterbox, and of course the cops did so much about it daily. Up to the 80s, people spitting in my palm because I was a baby. But of course, that has had no effect on why today we are crazy. And none of this was for any good reason. They were just dark and breathing to ease the guilt now for all of this treatment. Constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big that my bricks that are flipping, clips that are sticking, chicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion?
His flow changed right there. So off this video, I don't know if all his freestyles or, you know, fire in the booth are like this type of rap, like he's spitting knowledge and wisdom. But I don't doubt that this dude doesn't have bars or anything, because I'm sure he could easily do the bar. He's intelligent. You know, normally the intellectual people can come up with, you know, they know so many words, they can easily put them together. But the way he just switched his flow, he switched it up. I'm curious to see if there's a video of him switching bars and switching up the flows and just going crazy. You know, if you're familiar with the guy, comment below if he does have one. I mean, I'm gonna do all the fires in the booth, but if he does have one, I'm just curious, man, because right now his flow is pretty good. It's nasty. So he just did one flow the whole time, but right now he switched it up. So it shows that easily that he can do it. You know, I'm just curious what he can do if he does. go that direction.
Now for all of this treatment, constant stereotypes are needed. So if I celebrate how big that my kid are, bricks that are flipping, clips that are sticking, kicks that I'm hitting, I'm playing my position. But if I teach a kid to be a mathematician, messing with the schism, how they gonna fill a prison when materialism is no longer our religion? What do you think we got now in Britain? Just like America, private prison, prison for profit. That mean when your kids go jail, people make money off it. So keep environments that pre-crime, build more jails at the same time. Market badness to the kids in the rhymes. Long as rich kids ain't dying, it's fine. Get them to the point where some are so lost they actually believe if they don't celebrate killing themselves off. That it's because they're soft. Was Malcolm soft? Was Marley soft? Tell me, was Marcus Garvey soft? Well, was Muhammad Ali soft? Nah, I think not, but they want us to think that the road is cool. Being on road is all we could do. We don't control the wholesale production, so who benefits from us moving the food? Or thinking there's no way out of road life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organized more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat?
Damn, imagine. They do say he just did like more than 6 million or so many. I forgot how many was the numbers, the percentage, or the amount he just said. But he said he was able to spread and do all that without. Imagine doing all that without social media. Without you able to, tweet on Twitter, Facebook, post something to share your stuff, advertise whatever. But imagine able to do that and spread all that many people without having to have any social media. And I can imagine. I can imagine how it would be. It's tough.
Or thinking there's no way out of road life, but Malcolm X used to hustle on the roadside. And Marcus Garvey organized more than 6 million people with no Facebook or Twitter. Why is it something you can't eat? One of my own homeboys did a 10 straight in the boxing yard. Now what's he doing? Passing his doctorate. Don't tell me that it's too hard. Who trained you to believe you're inferior? Sungbo Evido in Nigeria are the remains of an ancient moat dug 1,000 years ago. 20 meters wide, 70 down. Round the remains of an ancient town that's 400 square miles around. 400 square miles around. Please don't believe me. It was a documentary on BBC, but we ain't studying history. Too busy watching MTV. And MTV said, wear platinum. Now everybody wanna go and wear platinum. And MTV said, pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop magnum. If MTV said, drink prune juice, you will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey, today I warm up.
So yeah, he's pretty much saying he'll watch like the news and it shows videos or TV shows that that just like feed for his brain, food for his brain, like knowledge, wisdom. Wow, now these kids or everybody else will watch MTV and pretty much get brainwashed. They'll say, okay, do this, wear chains, platinum chains, I'll go do this. Okay, now something about don't wear condoms or don't use condoms or whatever. They'll go do that. He was pretty much saying that they're being brainwashed and doing whatever they think is cool and popular on TV, and they think, oh, that's cool, I'm gonna do it, instead of doing, instead of feeding your brain some wisdom, knowledge, and food, you go ahead, instead of doing that, you're either killing your brain so by listening and doing all that crap, and getting yourself into trouble. And even worse, get into trouble that, you get killed doing that stupid shit,
Wanna go and wear platinum, and MTV said pop magnums. Now everybody wanna go and pop magnum. If MTV said drink prune juice, you will start hearing that in tune soon. Hey, today I wore my Cartier. Is it now more important what I got to say? Oh, when I drive a Mercedes, by the way, so everybody listen to what I got to say. Does that make you all happy? But my head's still nappy. Think for myself, so some mad at me, but on the mic ain't not one bad as me. All of this here's good for the rhymes. Put us in the same place at the same time, and it's clear to everybody I'm out of my mind. Some of these guys are running out of their rhymes. Clear to everybody that has got ears. I'm the guy that they just might fear, that they wanna get near, but they can't have a peer all day. I'm hard liquor, you just like beer. Front on the kid for another 5 years. Come to my shows and some criteria mean that much to him. It's a movement. I don't speak for myself, but a unit. Black, white, man, woman. Anyone who respects truth we put in. Dudes are like no dinner, we're just pudding. Yeah, you're sweet, but no substance pudding. You can never ever be with a level on. Our songs get played out there in Lebanon. We speak for the people properly, not for the old fat guys in offices and the girls loving. Ain't fair, you can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own ass. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power, and I ain't saying that.
See, knowledge is power. I knew he went by something like that, because he certainly does have the knowledge, and he's obviously spreading that knowledge and through his rap and the wisdom, instead of filling you with some bullshit that corrupts your brain,
Can't even be bothered to comb his hair. Anyway, that's enough kissing my own ass. Back to the more important task of being so shower. I got half the hood screaming, knowledge is power. And I ain't saying that'll change that, but I do know this for a fact. Right now there's a youth on your block with his hands on his face screwed up. So he don't care, don't give a that he won't let nobody call his bluff, but the words go in. Open your shackles, once that's happened there is no going backwards. You start to see what is really happening. Who the enemy you should be attacking is. So read. Stop on the block, read. Sitting in the box, read. Don't let them say what you can achieve. Because when people are enslaved, one of the first things they do is stop them reading. Because it is well understood that intelligent people will take their freedom. Because if we knew our power, we would understand we can't be held down. If we knew our power, we would not elevate not one of these clowns. If we knew our power, we wouldn't get arrogant when we get 2 pennies. If we knew our power, we would see what everybody sees, that we're rich already. But never mind, MCs go run for your mummy. I'm hungry, I run for my tummy. That's enough, back to worshipping money. I'm off, back to the study. Man! Just burn the booth down, man! And someone pass me that extinguisher! Oh! Hey, brother!
That mic has been burned.
Illustrate Records. Now that is what you call fight!
I think that's it. So yeah, that was Akala, Fire in the Booth, part 1. It's been requested and suggested. So I went go ahead and did it. Like I said, he wasn't bar heavy on this one, but he was more of something more important, and that was spreading knowledge and wisdom to you guys, more of the reality, instead of saying shit with other, the mainstream, they be doing, just be throwing some bullshit that don't even make sense to your head, pretty much corrupting your brain, like, killing brain cells. So like I said earlier, he seems, the image I get from him is like a teacher or something, trying to teach his students by rapping and putting it together to get their attention. That's the image I get from this guy. Anyways, if it's your first time watching this, let me know what you thought. If you already seen this, you already know it's fire. If you enjoyed the reaction, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I drop a reaction. And don't forget to comment below what other songs you would like me to react to. Somebody dropped a big list, so I'm going to work on that as well. And I'm going to do all that Akala's Fire in the Booth and, other UK rappers and all this mix. I'm at least try to drop one or two videos. Every time I drop, upload reactions, I'm going to try at least do 1 or 2. And I do them daily. Also, don't forget to follow me on my social media on Twitter and Instagram at Fear Dire, the same as my YouTube, just in case for any reason YouTube doesn't notify you. You get notified over there. I'll be posting under, hey, I just dropped like 3, 4, 5 videos today. Go check them out on YouTube. And it'll be like stuff like that, At least you'll be knowing, they can know whenever I drop something. Anyways, that's it for this reaction. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.